You're listening to the Smart Mark Report.
Nobody can touch me!
The fuck?
You know what I'm gonna do about it? I'm gonna tweet my displeasure. Jesus! I'm gonna jump on social media and I'm gonna tweet about it until my fingers bleed. Shut the hell up! I might even send an Instagram or a Vine. And on that tweet, I am gonna threaten. You say your time is now! Holy fudge and mustard! My life is being ruined by the internet! Rock says your calendar's out of date! That's right. If I don't get what I want, I'm gonna riot. And if that doesn't work, then by God, me and my friend Mark, we're gonna stop watching. That's right.
All right. Hello, and welcome to the Smart Mark Report. I am a Pickle Bucket Saved My Life. You can find me on Amino as a Pickle Bucket Saved My Life. And this, I might have said that already, the Smart Mark Report, the official podcast of the Wrestling Amino community. I am joined by the lovely Maria, a.k.a. Coco.
Hi.
State your name and your... yeah.
I'm sorry, this pizza's too good. My name is Coco. You can find me on Amino as Queen Coco C. It changes from time to time, so you may find me on there as Coco Ray Dudley. I am chairman of ACE, and I'm just here because, yeah.
Coco Dudley. So what would it be? Would it be get the tables or?
Well, I usually tell Sheila to get the shovel.
Get the shovel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No.
'Cause
Okay. Yeah.
she'd be
shovel.
burying fools.
Everybody.
Okay. And Pickle, you started that by saying here's the lovely, and I figured you was gonna go to me, but you went to her, and now I'm kind of jealous and upset. So.
And I'm sorry. We are also joined by the beautiful, the absolutely gorgeous sex beast that is L2J.
Absolutely. L2J, the second coming on Wrestling Amino. I am not active on there pretty much at all. So
He talks in chats.
yeah,
sometimes.
I'm in chats. I'm in the CWO chat.
The CWO, the
CWO
greatest
chat.
faction on
And
Wrestling.
ACE. That
What
we
is
try
that?
to
That's a
convert my
company. This is
people.
different. We're
AC what? Hey, I'm just
ACE.
just joking. Ace.
That's ACE.
E.
If you're not familiar with it, ACE.
C-E. Go in there and
Join.
lose to
Just
people.
do it.
Yeah.
Don't let
Lose
your
to Sheila.
dreams be.
Oh, Sheila.
You
Not.
could be
Oh,
anyone
Sheila
you
is
want.
retired.
Oh yeah, Sheila retired. Rip
Yeah.
Sheila.
Anyways, we're talking about things that people probably don't know. Like if somebody's like a wrestling fan and they don't have Wrestling Amino, then they're just gonna
Yeah.
be like, what are we?
What
Get
are
it
you
right.
talking
Get if you
Go
don't have
get the
Wrestling
Wrestling Amino
yeah,
thing. It'll be the best decision you ever made.
in your entire life.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Until you get bored with it.
It's better than college. Going to college. It's better than
Yeah.
that.
And a lot less expensive.
Absolutely.
As a college student, I totally agree with that.
Oh, I'm going to Full Sail NXT.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I go to
Oh
Penn
yeah. Well, I'm gonna
State,
try to go to Full Sail. Penn
so
State. That's yeah. You're smarty pants.
I am.
Yeah. All right. So what are we doing here? What's the dealio?
All right. So what are we doing? Are we gonna go over Raw? Are we gonna talk about things?
Well,
I know a good place to start. Sting.
Sting. Well, see, we should mention that we've tried this like 5 times today.
Mhm.
This is
Right?
This is try number 4.
I think it's try number 50.
3
So
times
it's
our
we've-
software took a dump, and
It's
so
like-
now we just gave up. And Coco is using a new software.
Yeah, it's like we talked about. Me and Coco and Pickle talked about Raw for an hour.
And then
And then-
the file got corrupted, and the recording software crashed.
And when Coco left because she was done with all that BS, me and Pickle still tried and failed numerous times.
Yeah.
So,
So now we're back. We have new software because OBS can it can go,
to hell.
it can go crawl up its own ass.
It may be your computer, man. You never know.
It
You
might
never
be
know.
my computer. I could have a virus.
Oh no!
Oh, you all have it.
Get Mr. Clean to clean that up for you. Mr. Clean. All right. Anyway, Sting.
Sting.
Is
What bar is Sting? We said before he's
tuxedo
a tuxedo.
and he's a Nagar Black. I forgot
Yeah,
to
he's
mention
a Nagar Black.
Have you seen? I saw it. It was a Nagar Black.
OSW review. Shout out to them.
I love. Yeah, I love,
We said it before. They're a lot better than whatever kind of garbage we're doing here. Go to OSW.
They're better than a lot of wrestling podcasts. Really,
They're the
like
best one I've heard.
Way to
Them
promote
and
yourselves.
Steve Larson over on Going in Raw. That's really good.
What'd you say, Coco?
Way to promote ourselves.
Oh yeah,
Oh, we're the shit. What are you talking about?
we're the best. We're the
we're
official
fucking-
podcast of the Wrestling Amino
Yeah,
community.
and it's
We're
official.
everyone's gonna be listening.
That
to it.
means somebody on
if you
Amino.
don't listen to it, you get kicked out of ACE.
That means see that's serious. That means that somebody, because it's the official wrestling podcast or the official podcast of Wrestling Amino. So that means somebody in Amino who was like a mod or something, her like figured out about this and tagged line this as the official podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And his name is John Cena!
Sting's a Black Nogger, and I don't care that he's in the main event.
So everyone go look up Black Nogger if you don't know what that is. It's
Well,
not
we
what
could
you
spice
think.
that too, right?
Yeah, splicing that.
Spicy. We gotta
Splicing
remember
a
that spicy.
tuxedo.
Fucking yeah, Sting. I've already said this, and it feels weird having to say it again. But fucking Sting. If this was Sting in 2005 or whenever he first came into TNA, it would be so much better.
Because
Yeah.
we mentioned it about his hair. He's got that bald spot.
He looks. I mean, he's good in the ring. I guess. But I mean, of course, if he was younger, he would be better. He would look better. He would probably move in the ring better. I don't know. And I think it's silly how he lost at WrestleMania. You know, his first match that match was just fuckery.
Well, I have some
And-
breaking news, not to interrupt you. WWE confirmed that John Cena is not injured after that bumpy pile driver amazing thing that Kevin Owens did to ruin John Cena's career for ruining his.
That's not breaking news.
Shut up! You know what? It's breaking news for me. I didn't know.
I wish, like, I don't want a guy to get hurt, actually, so I'm not gonna like. But I mean, come on, man.
I mean, I'm not saying I want Cena to get injured,
Yeah,
but
nobody.
I want John Cena to get injured.
I don't want any guy out there to get injured, but it comes.
Well,
to a
I
point
don't
where
know
it's just
about
like,
that.
There's
I wouldn't mind if
positives.
Steiner took a.
There's positives and there's negatives.
I would not
Just-
mind at all if Scott Steiner took
Where is Scott Steiner anyway?
TNA.
Is he
Still?
in TNA? Right?
I think. Where is Scott Steiner?
I don't think he's in TNA anymore. I think he's.
Scott Steiner. What's he doing?
Fat.
He's in Global Force.
Seriously?
Yeah, he's in GFW.
So then he's still kind of in TNA
Pretty much.
with the angle that they're going,
He's in Global Force Wrestling, which is founded by
Take-
Jeff Jarrett.
which is taking over TNA.
It pretty much.
In
It's
kayfabe.
got the 6-sided ring.
Are you
Okay, like-
serious?
Yeah, it's got the 6-sided ring.
saw
That
that.
is so confusing.
I don't. How are you supposed to run the ropes in that?
The thing about that is, it's like, okay, they're doing TNA and it, like Global Force Wrestling they're doing an invasion angle
Mm-hmm.
apparently, and it's like, how bad does it have to get with invasion angles? Because this is the owner of a former Fed. He used to own TNA. He's the former owner of a Fed, and he's taking his new Fed and bringing it into his old Fed and taking over said old Fed with his new Fed. It's the weirdest shit.
It's how you know what it is. It's all a plan for it. What Jeff Jarrett is doing is he sold it for $1 million, started his new one on like less than that, and then he's
Right.
just taking over. So it's like what? Step 1, sell. Step 2, create new one. Step 3, invade. Step 4, profit.
So then it'll be like he'll merge it together, kind of.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Force
So
Wrestling.
basically, he owns it, and he just made how much money off of Dixie Carter?
Well, he sold TNA to Dixie Carter,
Yeah,
and then now he's doing this whole Global Force Wrestling thing.
because I think he secretly knew that she was gonna run it into the ground, and then he's gonna create this one for less than what he sold TNA for, and then he's just gonna buy back TNA for nothing.
Wow, that
It's
may
genius. It's genius.
It's fucking that man. I don't know, but that would be fucking. I don't know, dude. That'd be weird. I don't really follow TNA that much.
I don't follow it either, but
I don't either. I did it when a little bit before Jeff Hardy got injured.
Fucking. Are you a Jeff
I know
Hardy fan?
weird. I know weird,
Absolutely.
obscure things about TNA, like that time that there was a weird hypnotized lady angle.
What?
I don't remember. I saw it on a thing at OSW about. I don't remember. I don't
That
know.
is the most TNA thing I've ever heard in my life.
Isn't it? There was something where like some I don't know what they knockout. That's what they call them there. Got like hypnotized or something.
Granted, knockouts is so much better than divas.
It's true.
That is the one thing, and I think the divas division as a whole is probably the most
Let's
in
go.
TNA.
Let's segue to the Divas Revolution.
Yeah, I mean, like the divas in TNA, or it's kind of like I can't help but to call them divas, but the women in TNA are like that's what like they just let the females wrestle. Why can't that be a divas revolution instead
I saw
of it having to
something.
be?
I think it was on /r/squared circle, but what I saw. I think it was like a diva putting someone through like a bunch of tables from a
Oh.
ladder.
Ouch.
Remember what it was?
So then just let all the divas do that. Just
It
take
looked
like
like it
extreme
looked
high
like
spots.
yeah,
Just high spot fests.
like
I
that
think-
ladder match.
I
with,
think that an actual Hall of Famer diva should be running the divas division or the women's division actually, because they're all women. They're not divas, and I think that the appeal that Vince wants it's just eye candy. It's not, ooh, look, they can
Yeah.
do this, they're
well,
talented.
if you go back in history, that's all it was to begin with. Back in like the 40s when wrestling first began to become a thing, and women could vote and all that.
I think with like, okay, if you go really far back, however far back it is, and look at Mae Young and the Fabulous Moolah, I don't think it was about looks. I don't think
It was. I know it was like all like a joke though. Back in the day, I
think
can't
so?
remember who said it, but someone said it in some interview that wrestling for women back in like in the golden days with like I don't know who was Classy Freddie Blass. I don't know before that even. The Great Lassie. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you know. Well,
Back in the day.
it seemed like to me back in the day it was supposed to be like a big deal. I would have thought, or not
Back
a
in the
big
day
deal,
when
but
people
like
thought it was real.
Yeah.
yeah, well, yeah. I thought it was like I like if, of course, they're not gonna treat them like that now. I guess. I mean, I guess it's a different time. I don't know, man. Just I mean, and I said they should just let the divas wrestle, and that would be the divas revolution. But they are trying to go out and wrestle now. I don't know what's falling flat. I guess. I mean, it's the team aspect of things. I think is horrible. But
Yeah. Can we talk
Yeah.
about how what you said the team thing was the dumbest thing in the world, Coco?
I did. I think
Still
it
stand by that
devalues-
statement?
I absolutely do. I think it devalues all the women altogether by grouping them together because each of them have their own individual strengths. You can't just group a whole bunch of women together and be like, yeah, girl power, when really they all want to tear each other apart for that one spot. Let them tear each other apart for that one spot. Let them put on Lita and Trish Stratus matches. Like, give them that freedom. And that's why I was pleased to see Lita on Tough Enough this season. I'm not pleased to see that she had such a minor role on television. She probably had a bigger
Well,
role
she was a
behind the
coach.
scenes. Exactly.
I mean, I think that's like the second biggest thing that you could
I
have done. The
agree.
biggest would be Judge, but
However, I think that she should have had a bigger role because she was a revolutionary woman in the business, and I think that she and Stephanie and maybe a couple other people should sit down and be like, hey, this is what we need to do with the women's division. We need to change it back to the women's division and stop with this divas bullshit because it's just degrading.
It shouldn't have to be women to do that. It should be anybody to be able to turn it into something. And they've always been called divas. So that's
no, that's not true. That didn't start until like Layla and Michelle McCool.
Well, they always called them, like back in, well, I don't know, maybe in WrestleMania 18 they didn't call them divas. As long as I can remember, for me, they've always been divas on TV. Trish Stratus was always a diva. They just pushed it as the diva aspect.
Even though, for me,
more.
it didn't really turn into divas until it became the divas title. Then it just that was the breaking point.
They always called them divas, but they just weren't. It was just the name that they gave them, that they were given. I don't know why that name was like tagged. They were tagged with that, but it didn't matter. Like when it was Lita and Trish, they was the main event of Raw, and then their match at Unforgiven, Trish Stratus's retirement match, that was fucking amazing. It didn't matter that they were called divas because they were still just going out there and
wrestling.
doing what they do, I guess.
Instead of what are they doing now? Hair pulling and all that garbage.
I mean, as long as they just wrestle, I don't know. Like, I mean, let heels pull hair and be dirty, but don't make that like a big thing when it comes to women's wrestling, which they kind of have before, I guess, where it's like, you know, women pull hair and cat fight and that type of shit. But they're letting them go out there and wrestle a little bit, so
for not enough time. I mean, in the past month or so,
they've been giving them a lot more time.
Yeah, now that it was in a trending hashtag, they had no choice.
What I really don't like is how, I mean, I don't care, but it's just like they give Stephanie the credit for this on TV.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have anything to do with it, really.
No, absolutely not.
Maybe on Raw she does, and maybe that's why it's as fucked up.
I think Stephanie does have a little bit of an ego. If you go to WWE Shop and you look at the Connor's Cure bands, you go to the Connor's Cure section, and it's not a picture of Connor, it's a picture of Stephanie.
Seriously?
Yeah. Let me link it. WWE Shop.
They've been giving her more credit on NXT anyway.
Yeah, hold on. Here we go.
Than Hunter, but
I'll post this in the Skype.
I'm looking at it right now. That's disgusting. I mean, I know that she's like the model, but it should be a picture of her, Daniel Bryan, and Connor, not her with the Connor's Cure bracelet.
It should just be a picture of Connor.
That too. Like it's not.
Yeah. It doesn't really need to be anybody. I mean, it's disgusting. I guess she is wearing it. I don't know. It's weird, but she's supposed to be wearing it and saying like I'm wearing it, so I'm supporting it. Whatever. Mm-hmm. I mean, fucking maybe it's because she has an ego. Maybe she's just like, I want to be. In her head, she would probably be thinking, I want to be the face of this because for selfish reasons. But she's not going to tell anybody that. She's, I don't know.
Stephanie McMahon, the biggest heel in the business.
The biggest heel off of that one.
What were we talking about?
About how Stephanie McMahon is a raging cunt.
Ah, yeah, that one. She learned it from her husband.
Oh, meh, meh, meh.
Sick bird. Spicy spice in an air horn.
Yeah, fucking. I just don't like how they're giving her more credit than she deserves, for one.
Yeah, with the whole Divas Revolution thing too.
Right.
She didn't make that hashtag.
I mean that whole
thing is just a hashtag. It's all
give Divas a chance thing.
That was
fucking-
AJ made that in order to spite Stephanie, because
And then they took
they
it and
weren't
made it
pushing
their
the
own thing.
divas, and then they, yeah.
Took it and made it their own thing.
Speaking of AJ, how about Nikki Bella's title reign? Hasn't it been great?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
She
It's
has
been so
revolutionized
lovely.
the Divas title, and she has done nothing that AJ Lee hasn't. So I really don't understand why people are all on her
She-
testicles about it. So
She is so amazing.
she is
she's-
so amazing.
yeah,
I'm sitting
she
here
is
wearing,
absolutely-
and you guys are being so sarcastic, but I'm sitting here wearing my Fearless Nikki hat.
She is
So-
so awesome.
you like
She
the
is
one
so
with
awesome.
fake tits, really?
I love her and
Um,
Jones.
And
That's not exactly
At least she paid
pushing
for 'em.
whatever. Well, they're
I
not.
love-
It's not
at least they're not
exactly.
ass shots. At least they're not like 90% of the divas. Even Trish Stratus had implants and she took them
Yeah,
out,
but she got 'em
still
removed.
had them. So did Lita.
Yeah,
I love Nikki Bella and John Cena so much.
they're your
Juan
favorite
Cena.
power couple.
They're my favorite.
Is
I
it
love 'em both.
thunderstorming? I believe it is.
Speaking
Fuck
of John
Charlotte.
Cena, what bar is John Cena's new shirt?
He is a bar of loveliness and he is beautiful and I love him so much.
He is a thing of Halloween Tic Tacs, right?
For people wondering
Yeah.
why I'm so silent during these segments, it's just because I have no clue what the fuck they're talking about.
It's a review show. It's a
Basically, what
wrestling-
you do is you think of a candy or candy bar that goes with their outfit.
Right, pretty much. So it's just like on OSW review they see
They ask people what bar is he.
they see
They come up. Let's see, they see Virgil. No,
As
that's a
a-
bad example.
I don't know. They see somebody with like colorful stuff, like Sasha Banks. She was wearing blue.
She
and-
was wearing
and red.
blue and red, and she is a Spider-Man popsicle.
She was wearing blue and red and white, and he
Like,
said
hold
she
on,
was
let me show
Spider Man.
Let me show you. This is the picture. Copy image URL. Sasha
she-
Banks' attire on Monday was this.
That's
That is so
That's-
accurate, though.
I know, exactly.
exactly.
That's the
then-
the point of the what bar game.
Yeah.
They're
and
still
then
selling
that's-
the architect shirts. What
Yeah, they
happened
are.
to the You Can't See Me? I want
See Me.
one. Ooh, Bella Twins are featured.
People kept
Haters
calling
gonna
it.
hate,
You
Bella's
can't.
gonna ball.
Oh my god, that is the most. I'm sorry. Is that like actually something that they have on their merchandise?
Oh, absolutely not.
What?
Okay.
Wait, what are you
Um,
talking about?
Haters gonna
Haters-
hate, Bella's gonna ball. Oh my goodness, they have Fearless Nikki and Brie Mode picture frames. I have to get one for my best friend and I.
Really?
Serious?
Absolutely, why?
I mean, she's a.
Are,
I mean,
you don't want to get this $10 Bella Twin cup?
Oh, we're looking at the same thing? Wait, no,
I
we're
think
not.
so. I am. I'm on the Bella Twins merchandise page. You don't
I'm
want
gonna
to
get
get
one of
this
those-
Nikki and Brie Bella standee?
You know what I
It's
do
only
want to do?
$35.
You know what I do want to get? I want to get one of those Nikki Bella or Brie Bella cups. So then, when it's an emergency and I have to go to the bathroom, I have that
you,
right.
you-
right
You yell
is
Brie mode right
You're
into
disgusting.
it. Yell Brie
Absolutely
mode right before you go.
Or this is better during their matches. Instead of having to go and take the piss break, so I can actually sit here and watch the match, I can just use that cup, and I'm set. I'm sorry, Coco.
Who's
I
your
just-
favorite diva?
My favorite
I-
diva of all time, or right now?
Right now.
Right now,
Sasha Banks, right now. is my
L2J
favorite.
already knows who my bae is.
She has like
Awesome
two
Kong,
moves.
No, Sasha did I say Sasha Banks? Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch, yeah.
Becky Lynch is my
She
bae.
makes me very
Charlotte-
uncomfortable.
She
Becky
makes you
Lynch.
uncomfortable?
Yes.
Ooh, I
very
love
uncomfortable.
lettuce.
Ooh, I love lettuce.
Ooh, I love that.
She
That's-
sounds like my mom before
I love
she came
salad.
to America.
I love it. I love salad.
that made me love her even more. Becky
She's
Lynch.
adorable.
That was pretty, and it made me love Paige even more because of the way Paige said, "Oh, I love lettuce."
Ooh, I love lettuce.
You do that pretty
You
good.
sound like someone stole your Lucky Charms.
Ooh.
I mean, okay.
I got
Sasha
to get me
Banks.
Lucky Charms.
It's pretty good. You remind me of what's that guy's name on New Legacy Inc. that always does the impersonations?
Dino?
Yeah, he does like this Rocco's Modern Life impression of it's Rocco.
I don't remember.
Oh, dude.
Dino
It was
does Dino Winwood. Go check him out. He does the best impressions in the world. Go check out New Legacy Inc. too. They're the best.
He did an impression of Rocco, and it was on this. It was one of the Money Bet shows. It was fucking hilarious. Anyway, Sasha Banks
Becky Lynch is my bet.
Probably Sasha Banks.
Sasha is probably like in the ring wise. Yeah, Sasha Banks is she's pretty much untouchable.
Yeah, she's
in
fucking.
ring.
I mean, I wouldn't say that, but
She's
In
amazing.
she's
Bayley.
amazing.
Oh god.
I think Naomi
I-
deserves a title shot more
think
than
I asked
anybody
for that.
right now.
Naomi
Naomi, yes.
more than Charlotte.
More than Charlotte. Charlotte's only been wrestling for like 2 years. Like, get out of my face with that.
But yeah, she's genetically superior.
She's only genetically superior because that's what creative came up
Where-
with for her.
Whether Charlotte actually deserves that title or not, the fact that there's a rumor that John Cena and Nikki Bella together actually tried to
Can you
stop
repeat what you just
one
said?
of them. Whether Charlotte deserves
Before
the
that,
title,
it's just a
it's just what?
rumor.
Okay, it's probably true. Why wouldn't it be true? That just sounds like some shit that would actually go down.
I like zoned
Why?
out for a second, so I have no idea what you're
Because-
talking
Okay, but
about.
that's the same thing as saying, okay, since CM Punk was in high regards, or since AJ was dating CM Punk, that she got her title shot because of that, because Punk and Vince were really close. That's
But do you
exactly
actually-
the same thing.
That's
It
not
doesn't
true.
happen.
Do you think that it's not possible that Nikki Bella could actually be sitting here and saying, "Okay, I'm with John Cena.
John has
Okay.
actually
John
said
Cena
that
is
he
the
didn't
face
do
of
that.
this.
No,
the face
actually,
of this
no.
company."
John Cena has I don't remember where, but he specifically said, if I remember correctly, that it was not his decision.
Of course, it's not his decision. But he could still go somewhere and say, "Look, this is my fee." I'm not saying
They're
he did it either.
profiting right now. That's what they want. They don't care about anything else except for the money that's going in their pocket and the ratings that are coming in. Bellas bring ratings. None of these other girls bring ratings like the Bellas and Paige.
Bring
Not Naomi.
Ratings.
Ratings, profit. That's why they're the divas on the featured
No, who
page on WWEshop.com. Who puts them in power? The people that talk about them all the time. So you guys starting this things better than Nikki's title reign.
But if they bring ratings, how come neither of them have even held the title? Who has Bella? Has Brie Bella even held? Has Brie Bella even held the title yet?
Yes.
When?
Back.
This is
I
like
actually have to Google that.
2010, 11.
Yeah. It was
Back
a
when
long time
WWE
ago.
was in one of the
They were
worst,
desperate.
had the worst ratings during those days. I'm gonna be honest, like TNA was a viable competitor back then.
Yeah.
If I just don't see it as being absolutely insane if Nikki Bella was sitting here saying, "Look, that's my man. I want the same shit that he has." I don't think that's far-fetched.
That's not completely insane. I mean,
the idea of it.
I watched one episode of Total Divas and I got that vibe from her.
Fucking shit, dude. That show.
That show was not great. But I got the idea that Nikki Bella seems to be a gold digger.
She's one of the. She is the highest paid diva on the roster.
Is she?
And why do you think that is the case?
Because she's bringing in revenue.
It's because
Is
her
she?
husband,
Absolutely.
her boyfriend,
No,
her
honey,
future husband.
they're not gonna get married. You
Whoever-
know why? Because it's just not gonna happen. John Cena doesn't want to get married because he doesn't want
Because
to get
John
dragged through the
Cena
mud.
knows.
Like
Because
last
John
time.
Cena knows that she'll immediately take half and leave.
He does, yeah.
No.
On Total Divas, the whole thing behind it was that he was afraid that he was gonna get fucked over.
Because he
That's
did with
why
his
he won't
divorce.
marry her. I mean, first of all, it's a story So probably half of the shit that we hear on Total Divas isn't true anyways, isn't 100% real because it's a reality show. But just to sit here and let's just assume that Total Divas is like absolutely true. And there's probably aspects of that show that are true in real life. Because
like Eva
that's
Marie knowing that she's awful.
That's you can't even act like that's not true. That's just true. Like nobody could hide that. They do try and hide it by saying she's getting better, and she's not really getting that much better. I
don't know. She's improved tenfold.
Did you see
that's
the match?
Not saying much.
Did you see the match with her and who was it? Carmella at
Yeah.
I thought it was
it was
decent.
Awful.
Not
It
that
was-
it, I mean she
Did you
did better
see her
than
sliced bread?
Her what?
The little bread thingy.
Who, Carmella's or Eva's?
Eva, her finisher, that Brian Kendrick taught her.
Oh yeah.
I love Brian
I
Kendrick.
thought you meant she actually brought.
I know,
like,
that's
a
what I was
loaf of
thinking.
bread to the ring.
Thinking it
Just
was
like Blue
bread.
Pants, that's going to be her new gimmick. You know,
The
she's
bread
going to be
slicer?
sliced bread.
That could be considered racist because she's white bread.
She's Italian bread.
And here's
You
another
are
thing about the
technical.
Bellas.
Uh-huh.
The fucking
she's more of a pumpernickel.
the Bellas with that storyline. I know this is going far back, but I mean it's we act like it didn't happen. The whole thing between them and them two going against each other, and Nikki Bella saying that she
Oh
wished
yeah.
Britt died in
I
the
wish
womb.
you died in the womb.
I can't take them any more seriously than I already did as a unit after that shit. Yeah, like okay, sister.
Even Daniel
siblings
Bryan said that was ill orchestrated. I absolutely agree with him.
okay, siblings get in arguments.
Ill orchestrated means.
We'll just badly put together.
Oh yeah.
It's like fucking okay. Siblings do get in arguments. That's something that happens. But then when
saying you wish you died in the womb.
saying that happened, and then it's just like everything was better because of whatever reason. Because Brie Bella wanted her. Like what? Like I literally remember it was like a triple threat match.
I remember
between
that
Nikki Bella.
better than I remember Raw.
It was Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, and somebody else in a triple threat match, I believe. Or maybe it was Nikki Bella. I think it was Brie Bella was Nikki Bella's servant. And all of a sudden, Brie Bella was just like, meh, fuck it. She wants me dead. But now we're going to be, now we're going to be sisters again.
Yeah.
And then now they're like
Yeah.
running around with
It was
Alicia Fox.
just was like out of nowhere.
Apparently, the whole Cinderbella, that's what they called it. The whole Cinderbella storyline was supposed to last quite a while, but Vince cut it short.
Gee, I wonder why.
Cinder. What
Maybe
was it again?
because it was crap.
It was called Cinderbella.
That's a really weird name.
I didn't even know that's what even. That's what the storyline was called, or this is something totally different?
No, that's
That's
just
what
what
the
the
storyline
storyline
was
was
called.
called.
Oh, because yeah, I see why. What's it called that?
Because she's the evil sister.
Evil sister. Fucking. Oh. Anyways. Fucking yeah. But I can't get behind the Bellas ever.
Hmm.
I've never really been into them.
Yeah.
Until they left, then I was into them kind of.
Yeah. And then they came back.
Wow.
And then they came back, and I was like, oh, okay.
Okay,
I
so
remember when
predictions
they came
for
back for
tomorrow.
like no reason. What?
Predictions
tomorrow?
for tomorrow's 2K16 screenshot and entrance list. I want Brie Bella.
Wait, they're doing that?
Of course, the
Yeah.
Bella Twins are going to be in the game. Why
Well,
wouldn't
I
they?
know. I want to see her.
Unless they have no women in it, because
No, they already showed a screenshot in Italian. It looks pretty decent, but I want
So
to
this-
see if they updated her
Is this
model.
is this going to be the same thing that they did at SummerSlam Access type stuff years ago, or is it?
I remember. Isn't that why JR got fired?
Why?
Well, yeah, but it was
Because
that was
he
different.
showed up
that
to
was
that
a,
just like wasted or something.
that was a panel though. That was a panel, and it was JR was the host, and they had Paul Heyman, Daniel Bryan, Ric Flair, who was the main. I don't know who else they had on there, but Ric Flair was drunk out of his mind.
Yeah,
He was,
it was Flair and JR thought he was okay to go on. and that's why
Well, it wasn't
there was a
necessarily
reason
that
he got fired. I don't remember what it was.
It
had
wasn't.
something to do
It
with
wasn't because. It wasn't because he thought he was good to go on. I don't think anybody tried to even dispute him going on. Nobody tried to stop him. And I don't know if people knew he was drunk or whatever, but they blamed JR because he didn't take more control over the situation, which was Ric Flair was completely hijacking the whole show. He was just not letting anybody talk. He was just talking about all kinds of crazy stuff. His son just died, so
yeah.
he was probably not in
David.
He was not in a good enough mindset to be on there, I guess. And they blamed JR because they said he didn't take control of it, and they said he was drinking a little bit himself, which is a lousy excuse, if you ask me. But I'm a huge JR mark, so it doesn't even.
I'm glad they're letting him finally do some of the commentary for Stone Cold's Showcase mode, because last year when they had the Christian and Edge story, what was that called? But the Best Friends and Bitter Enemies at Triple H and Shawn Michaels' Soul Story, having Michael Cole on commentary was very uncomfortable because I'm like, dude, you weren't even here. Like, it just irritated me.
They had JR on commentary for.
Well, no, he was there, but he wasn't. He wasn't there, but he was there. Well,
didn't they have JR on a showcase mode on lately?
They did that in 2K14 for 30 years of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But not 2K15.
I haven't played a recent wrestling game in so long, so.
I hope 2K16 looks to be different from all the other ones.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Kind of.
2K15 was a mess.
You think so?
I do. 2K15 is awful.
Don't even get me started with it.
What was so awful about it?
Everything.
Everything.
Character models suck. I mean, even with 2K16, I don't think Kevin Owens' character looks good at all.
Yeah, they can't. It's because they can't do his beard right.
No, he looks like a hamster, and that irritates me.
I think it's his hair that I don't like.
His hair is really hard to model.
I think he looks pretty good. I think the worst one on the whole game is Seth Rollins. I think he looks fucking ridiculous.
He looks like a jobber.
I remember WWE. I think it was either WWE 12 or WWE 13 when they had Booker T.
Oh my!
Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, I remember it. I played 2K, whatever.
WWE 12. That was the one.
12 and 13. He was on 13, wasn't he? I believe he was.
He may have been, but WWE 12 Booker T.
That was the worst.
Oh no, it was WWE 13. All right.
That was the worst.
Post this.
That was the worst model of a wrestling video game ever, I think.
Really?
Worst.
Oh my God! Look at it. It's like kind of racist almost.
It's I don't know, racist. It's just so bad.
Does that look like Booker T in any way, shape, or form?
I'm just gonna go.
It looks exactly like Booker T.
I'm just gonna.
All right, hold on. Let me show you this image. It's compared to an image from like 2008 from the TNA game.
Oh yeah. I
forgot
saw that.
He was in TNA.
What?
That Booker T model, yeah.
Wow.
I don't know.
That one's good.
If we're comparing the WWE 13 Booker T to the TNA Booker T, then the TNA Booker T obviously wins.
Absolutely.
But I don't know, man.
But on TV, I'm
Booker
not sure.
T was okay.
It's still like Booker T 2013 Booker T. I don't know what they were.
I don't know what they did.
Ryback's character was too bulky.
You don't like Ryback in the game?
Oh no.
2K15.
Because he's so quiet. He's like
Cena looked like amazing last year.
Yeah, but like with Ryback, he's just like, wake up, and he's supposed to like scream it, but he's not. He's just like, wake up.
Well, it's supposed to be because I guess
up.
Because the whole crowd is supposed to be really loud or something. I don't know. I hate the audio like when they talk because I heard like what John Cena would talk when he comes out. It doesn't sound as realistic. It sounds like they're talking in a room.
Yeah, it sounds like they're talking in a recording booth that they were forced to be in.
They should take some like they do on the showcases. They take actual audio from actual moments from WWE, like whatever they're covering.
Why can't they put as much effort into the wrestling games as they do to the NBA games?
I think
Wow,
that's what they did this
yeah.
year.
I
What?
don't know.
Last
think
year
they
was kind
did?
of like a beta. This year, I mean, significantly.
Then what do you call 2K14? 2K14 was just THQ game.
Yeah.
Two
that
K
14?
14 was just.
It was. I like it. It's wrestling wise, it was the best. Like gameplay, I
You
like
think?
it the best.
I
I think
wouldn't
that's
know.
what
It had
they're
the most
trying to do
op-
with this one, trying to like draw elements from different games by bringing back Create a Stable and create
Create
a
this,
diva and
create that.
wrestler. It's just supposed
Create
to
a
be
create an arena is in there, I think too. isn't it?
Yes.
Or no,
Create
create
a
a championship
title.
is in there.
create
Yeah,
a championship. Yeah. So I mean, it's gonna be good. I'm excited for it.
I will say this. I am happy with I just want to say how pissed off I was for a long time playing wrestling video games and John Cena looked the way that he did, because that shit was unacceptable.
He always looked like, I don't even know how to explain it. He just looked like a monkey. That's the best way I can explain it. And
He
I
looked-
don't want that to sound mean, rude, in any type of way.
No, he
I'm
just-
just
he-
trying to figure out what to compare him
He-
to, and a monkey is
He
it.
he just
Yeah,
looked
like,
fucking.
I think more like a big gorilla.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
he just
big
I
gorilla.
don't know what the fuck he looked like.
I don't know
He
what
just
you
looked-
call
So many
Booker T
strong
is-
features.
But can we go back to this image of Booker T? I mean, that pretty much sums
I'll never
up
know. Yeah,
the
I'll never know
WWE games.
what they were on with
Yeah.
this Booker T 2013. They were on some hard drugs when they made this 2013 Booker T.
I'm coming for you, nigga.
That shit is the worst. That shit's
We take
They
what
should
we
have
want.
that.
We want the gold, sucker.
Are they taking Hulk Hogan out of the roster?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, I thought so.
they took him out.
I
Took
wonder
him
what they're
out.
gonna do, like with the whole showcase mode, because they were supposed to have a Hogan showcase mode, and wonder what they're gonna do now. They should probably.
Well,
give it to
no, they're
somebody who
doing the
deserves it.
Austin showcase mode.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, yeah, I know, but there's gonna be like another one in there. You know what I want? And I was just talking to L2J about this earlier. I want one more Triple H title reign.
One more?
One more.
I didn't understand why.
How many times
She
has
did.
Triple H held the title?
Like 11 times.
But that's not the point. The point is, I want
It's an-
Triple H versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
Well,
Fucking
you're
nuts.
probably gonna get Triple H versus Seth Rollins. They tease it a lot. So I mean, they like with
Hey, if
Stephanie
he were
on
to
Raw,
win again, he would be, I think, 14-time champion.
Absolutely.
I don't
let him.
want it. I don't want him no fucking champion anymore. Not at all. But will we get Triple H versus Seth Rollins? Probably. I think that would be nice because Seth Rollins is a guy who can actually go. Triple H is a guy who can actually still go. Instead of putting these young guys with Taker or Sting, put them with
Can't
Triple
even
H.
fucking move.
Triple H can fucking wrestle still. So he's in good shape. He's
Same thing
able.
with Lesnar. Lesnar can still
right.
go.
But like Lesnar is always just it's like a squash situation most of the
He
time.
comes, he
except for
fucks
if it's
shit up,
Taker.
he leaves. Like, after
I-
that whole Bo Dallas incident, he won't be back until November.
Yeah.
He's not advertised until then. Oh, I just dropped a jelly bean.
I don't understand why you would want another Triple H title reign.
Well, it's not for you to understand now, is it?
Well, it should be for me.
Yep.
to
Anyways,
understand.
so continuing on.
It's a nostalgic thing, which is fine
Continuing on.
because I still kind of want people to run in the ring and hit each other in the head with chairs, but I know it's not right for.
Bring out the equalizer.
I want people to still whack each other in the head with chairs, but I know that's not best for the guys in the ring. It's not best for business.
Get that.
Can't
phrase
have
out
those
of my house.
concussions or else Christopher Nowinski will get mad.
Okay, we're gonna have to pause. I'm getting a phone call.
I got something we could talk about. Everybody say, hey, we want some New Day.
Hey, we want some New Day.
Hey, we want some New Day.
The accuracy, though.
Oh, I love the New Day.
I do too.
What bar are they? They are a white
Xavier's
chocolate
hair.
egg.
Xavier's hair. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ooh, cookie.
That's all I'm gonna say. He's just so majestic.
I know,
he's
it looks like he has
beautiful.
an eagle on his head.
He is beautiful.
Oh,
Like,
I forgot to tell
seriously?
this joke in this version of the podcast. We
okay.
we were talking about Sting and how his hair,
Mm-hmm.
like you know how he's got that bald spot, right?
Ooh, okay, where are we gonna pick up at?
The man who lost his mind.
We were gonna start with
Xavier Woods' hair.
Hey, we want
We
some
want
new
some new
day.
day. Hey, we want some new day.
Okay, yeah. Hey, we want some new day, I guess.
Whatever. So unenthusiastic.
No, I'm a fan of them, kind of.
Whatever.
They're so good. What do you mean?
Nah. Yeah.
Do you not know what? It's because they need a what bar. They are a white chocolate Reese's egg.
Yeah.
What would you
yeah.
do for a Klondike bar?
They're kind of. I don't know. They're just. I don't know. They're okay.
I like them a lot. I think that having... I don't even know how to explain it. It's something...
It's
They
just because they
needed.
just have so much charisma.
Yes.
They have
But
their
where
charisma
it-
levels are just off the charts.
But where it comes from, I mean, when
Who
they
is
first,
the source of the charisma?
but
Big E.
like, okay, when
Big E?
no.
I think Xavier
Uh,
Woods. We all
I
know,
think
of course,
that
not
as well.
Kofi because
I was
he's
gonna
been in the
say I
company for
think
years and he
I
has
was
not
gonna
had to-
say that I think that it's Kofi. No, I'm sure. I don't know. They came up as
kind of
faces.
a weird situation. They came out as faces first and everyone hated them.
Absolutely.
Right.
So they started doing a heel thing.
They're growing on me. It's just
They started doing a heel thing, and people started liking them because they just have so much charisma. But they were held back by their gimmick. But now that they've kind of Vince has kind of let them do their own thing.
they're all right. They're all right.
Yeah, I think they.
I can't wait to see what they
I
look like
love
in the
their
game.
delusional heel thing. I think it works great for them.
I feel like it's just it takes time because after that interview, like I said, I'm more into them.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, the
the whole-
interview. You haven't said it in this podcast, but it's the interview with Michael Cole
Yeah,
and New Day
that's-
on YouTube. We're talking about Kofi's ass, and it's the funniest thing WWE has put out in years.
And I like how they reference a lot of hip hop a lot of the time.
I
That's-
think that allowing them to, and this
Just
is
kind
where
of,
I
they've
get
just kind of let them do
into-
their own thing.
display their blackness. And as a biracial woman and somebody who doesn't get to see that as often, I think it's absolutely amazing.
You don't get to
Let
see that
them-
often in wrestling.
Absolutely
Yeah, it's
not.
true. Last time someone did that was Crime Time. It did not work out well.
Yo,
What
yo,
ab-
yo,
Is is our truth not a thing?
Our truth
they-
isn't
He's
allowed
had flashes of greatness, but
They make him. Well, I'm speaking from a.
I remember I was on the R-Truth bandwagon for like a week.
But
When he
King
came out
Truth.
during that Money in the Bank promo, and then Kane said, "You're not even in the match.
and
What
he
are
was
you
like,
doing?"
Oh, my bad.
but they make him look like an idiot, and
And that's
Along
what
with
irritates me.
along with that, they make him. They put this extremely like stereotypical type of gimmick on him.
Exactly.
So it's just like all like
So
like black people are
it
dumb. pretty
makes
much.
me so happy that they constantly put out there Xavier Woods has a PhD.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for putting that out there because people need to know that not only is he black, he's majestic, and he is godlike. He has a PhD.
And he has a
He's
gaming
intelligent.
channel.
And he has a gaming channel. Shout out to Up Up Down Down. Yeah.
They're the
That's what it's called.
best.
Absolutely. I love the Seth Rollins
Better
video.
than PewDiePie.
Who?
PewDiePie.
I don't like him.
Nobody
No.
likes him, but yet
What?
he's so popular.
He's the king of YouTube.
Whatever.
He is. But
He
Up
is
Up
the
Down Down
king.
is better. Shout out to Xavier Woods.
Yay.
Austin Creed, whatever you want to be called.
Austin
Good
Creed.
man.
This has been nice. It's a little all over the place still.
It is.
But-
We're at 54 minutes.
Well, I think what we should do is we should talk about Roman Reigns, talk about the main event, and I think we should finish.
Okay.
So, Roman Reigns.
The guy with the biggest pecs.
His sex. Roman. Reigns.
Reigns.
Guy. That's lots of sex.
Roman
Reigns.
Reigns. I think he's
every
beautiful.
single time he comes out, that's what I hear.
He's so pretty. And I think that's why he's getting pushed down everyone's throat. Excuse me, my phone was ringing. He has no promo skills. They constantly push him as The Rock's cousin every once in a while. And I think that he should be able to have like his own little lane, his own little cubicle where he's just like, hey, I want to work on my promo skills, put me back in developmental, let me be there for a couple weeks, come back, bam, make pipe bombs.
He needs to take lessons from Bray Wyatt.
Ew. Maybe Luke Harper. Like, I was
Luke
really shocked when they put him on the mic. I'm like, why hasn't he been on the mic since the Wyatt's debut?
What's your opinion on Braun Strowman on the mic?
I don't like it.
I think that he reminds me of one of those guys, and there's this place in Pennsylvania, it's called Perry County. And we usually say that people in Perry County sleep with their animals because they're kind of messed up there. But that's who he reminds me of. He reminds me of a farmer that sleeps with his animals. And I'm not saying that he is, but if he is, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, man.
So, what? Pennsylvania is known for their Amish people, the Pennsylvania Dutch.
Yes!
So are you saying he's an Amish man?
No, I'm not saying he's an Amish man whatsoever. I would have called him Levi. But he does look like somebody that I would see on the side of the road in a horse and buggy.
Huh.
But
Very interesting.
predominantly sleeping
I've
with
never
animals.
seen a man that big on the side of the road.
Yeah, he's like the size of a refrigerator.
He's gigantic.
I don't like him.
He's like
he makes me
he's
very
like Kevin
uncomfortable.
Nash sized.
You mean
Book it,
height or
Vince.
what?
Yeah, height wise, I think he's Kevin Nash.
But then other like weight and or I guess muscle.
Structurally,
weight
he's
or-
like
yeah,
I don't know what you.
structurally.
He's got like a belly, but he's got like huge pecs.
Huge pecs.
I don't know what you
He-
call that. He like young Big Show, back when he was Paul White.
Back in those days.
I'm really surprised that they didn't come out and say that he was
Big Show's son.
Bray Wyatt. Not Big Show, son.
No,
Bray Wyatt.
so he'd be Andre the Giant's grandson if that's the case.
Right, yeah, pretty much.
Hmm.
That's WCW related type
Yeah.
connection. Yeah, I thought they was gonna come out and say that he was Bray Wyatt's brother, which they may still do because Sister Abigail. I don't know if that's supposed to be their sister. I wish they would talk about her more or focus
I
on her
heard
more.
somewhere there's some fan theory that Sister Abigail was Bray Wyatt's sister that hung herself.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much
That's
the whole
like
story
a-
behind it.
That's
Yeah.
a conspiracy, though.
It could easily be true.
Well, in storyline purposes.
I mean, what?
I've heard some
Bray
very
Wyatt's theme song is
scary-
about a rotting corpse.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, she won't see the sun again for years to come.
Wow, I did not know that. That's really morbid.
Yeah, no, what? Catching flies in her mouth?
Ser-
Yeah.
See, I've
it's
never
about
listened
a rotting
to-
corpse.
I've never even listened to his entrance music,
Me either.
so
Yeah,
it's like I never listened to the words, so I didn't know that.
it's about
that's
a
really-
rotting corpse.
I think that
How lovely.
they just need to like keep Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose out of the spotlight for a little bit.
I think they need to keep Ambrose in the spotlight though because he's
They need
amazing.
Let
they-
us
Ambrose-
miss him.
Let us what?
Let us miss him. When I saw him live at SmackDown, he was not hitting anything. He was missing. You could obviously tell, like it looked awful. And
So he's just worn out, pretty much.
that was his. Well, no, he was out there previously.
Or Kevin Owens had to work 5 nights in a row over SummerSlam weekend.
Jesus.
He's a workhorse.
And they treat him like fucking nothing.
Garbage.
Yeah, poor Kevin Owens.
Like, I don't know. I was trying to think about it as like there's still hope, but it's just hard to, because
Yeah.
there is still hope, but it's just, God, man, he had so much shit. He had so much like steam behind him, and they just took it right from under him.
So
Wait,
we
who
should
are you-
start
who-
hashtagging. Like, create a hashtag for the show. Hashtag push
Smart Mark
Owens.
Report.
No. Hashtag push Owens. Yeah.
Hashtag. Hashtag.
Hashtag. Yeah, like I said, I want them to put the Intercontinental and United States Championship together. make it the undisputed Intercontinental or whatever, just undisputed world Intercontinental, blah blah blah, and give it to Kevin Owens and push it as the title.
They need to give, because they need to get the Intercontinental title off Ryback. He's making it look like
they need to just
crap.
make it into something. Make it into the championship that it was back in the day. That the championship that means if you hold that championship, that means that you're up next to either hold the World Heavyweight Championship
or
if
be
not
in contention for it,
or be a main event in the main event spot. Be a main event player. Be in main events and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So until they do that, I mean, I don't know. And I think if they do that, that's been planned for a while. It seems like, it seems like in some situations they were going to do that because they would have one guy hold the title. Then they have like the Intercontinental Champion and the United States Champion not lately, like kind of go against each other. It was like Sheamus and somebody.
Yeah, I think maybe Sheamus and Ryback.
I don't know who it was. I think
something.
Sheamus was holding. I think it was Sheamus and Wade Barrett. I don't know, but it seemed like they were going to do it, and they were going to unify those titles. I don't know why they haven't yet, but I hope that they do.
Speaking of Sheamus, what do you think of his new gimmick?
I don't care.
I like his beard.
at all.
His entrance is loud, so I don't like it.
How do you think I felt in person?
Yeah,
His
I know. That's what I'm
pyros
saying. In person,
scared
it's
the
so
shit out of
loud
me.
because you don't expect it, and then all of a
you
sudden
don't.
you
I
see
forgot, and the pyros went off, and this lady in front of me grabbed her heart and sat down, and I was
because
like,
it's
okay.
so loud and you don't expect
No,
it.
and then I was right at the ramp, so like when he came down the ramp, I could touch him if I didn't have short arms. So it was just it was so loud. I like his beard.
It's so loud. It's crazy. You shouldn't be that loud.
Sheamus, to me,
He looks
So
like a
does
chicken.
Anybody
He's
have one?
He
last
looks like.
thing?
Do you guys know about the Red Rooster, Terry Taylor?
yeah,
No.
He looks like the Red Rooster.
with the mohawk, just Terry Taylor without the hair and just the
Let me
Just-
post this for you.
just the spikes.
So
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
talk about one last thing. According to Wrestling Observer newsletter, WWE officials really want to validate Eva Marie right now by making her NXT Women's Champion. The
That's
idea
an
is that
awful idea.
they can tell the story of Eva proving her critics wrong through hard work. What do
I
you
read
think?
that. I think.
Triple H will shoot that down. I hope. I hope.
Well, they said
make-
officials. He's an official.
You got, but Triple H is under.
Triple H
You
has
know.
the final decision in NXT.
He's under the wing of Vince McMahon.
Vince
and Vince
If
McMahon,
Vince
I'm
wants to
pretty
push
sure
her,
has
Vince wants
no
to push her.
control.
I mean, they've wanted to push her for a long time. They said they want to make her. They want to replace the Bellas with Eva Marie.
And is not replacing her with anybody better. Not replacing them with anybody better. Bellas are bad, in my opinion.
Haters
and if
gonna
they
hate,
replace-
Bella's gonna ball.
Whatever. And if they take Eva Marie and try to replace her with both of them or one of them or have her fill a void, a Bella Twins void, is just gonna be the same exact shit.
I just
mean,
think
they
it's
look
the
similar.
thing of you put a bow on a pig, it's still a pig. It's not a pretty pig. It's just a pig with a bow.
Pig.
Taking Eva Marie and making her NXT Women's Championship, that's going to devalue the whole brand.
Yeah, exactly. It's
gonna
not the
devalue it.
title that makes the.
I don't think
It's
okay,
the
but
in this
diva that
case,
makes
the
the
Woe
title.
Man. It's the Woe Man that makes the title.
okay, look at this. Look at it like this. When Bo Dallas held the NXT Championship, did you all think that was okay?
When Bo Dallas held it, no, that was awful. Those were the dark days of NXT.
So then it's all there. Okay, and then Big E, he held the NXT Championship,
But
Big
Big E's
E
a
was it.
monster.
Big E was an in-betweener.
but just because he's a monster doesn't mean he's great. I'm not saying he's bad.
3 ain't
But-
enough, and I need 5.
I wish they would have pushed that gimmick too. Why didn't they
That was
push
great when he counted to 5 instead
Yeah,
of
the
3.
5 count shit. They
Have
didn't
you
even,
been to
they
Big
didn't-
E's Twitter?
No.
Big E's Twitter is the weirdest, most
Is it?
I have a couple
thing.
times. Is Xavier Woods really Virgil's son?
No.
No.
Okay. Because I was
Why
really
did you
confused
say
at his
that?
tweet.
That's just Virgil being a cunt.
Because, like, I didn't only Virgil.
Because Virgil is a cunt. I've never really seen Virgil wrestle, but I know he's a fucking cunt because he makes
not worth
himself
it.
out to be a cunt.
He's not even worth talking about. Like, he has a GoFundMe page. Like, no.
Virgil, yeah.
What?
So does Iron Sheik, though.
For wrestling.
But I love Sheiky Baby.
Iron Sheik.
I love Sheiky Baby.
Virgil's kind of doing the same shit, trying to do the same shit that Iron Sheik did, pretty much. Or
Iron
does.
Sheik is great, though. All right,
I
listen.
mean-
My granddad met Iron Sheik at a bar in, I think, New York, and he has an autographed picture of him with the WWE title, or the WWF title,
Mhm.
and him at a bar, and they're both drinking the same thing. And then actually, I don't remember, but he got that picture, and then he met him again, and he got him to sign the picture.
Nice.
And then he was like, you know what, you're a cool guy. Or no, he said it in his weird Iranian way. He was like, you a cool guy, let me get phone number. So my granddad has Iron Sheik's old phone number.
That's
Oh,
pretty
that's so
fucking
cool.
awesome.
I know.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Virgil's sitting at a convention all by himself and at
Under
an
his
empty
table.
Talking about Xavier Woods and how that's his kid. Like, dude, no.
He was trying. I think he was just trying to say, like, when he said son, I think he meant it in a
In a
It was
metaphor
so kind
type
of
way.
creepy because,
But it
like,
was still
Xavier Woods
stupid.
was
Like
my
like,
son,
when
kid.
you were when I was 17, you told me I wouldn't make it because I was black. Get the fuck out of my face. And I was like, ooh, girl, throw that shade.
If he actually did say that, then yeah, that just shows he's.
He did. It's on Twitter.
Eh. I mean, I saw Xavier Woods say that to Virgil, that Xavier Woods said Virgil said that. But the only people who know, I guess, is Virgil, who actually knows Virgil and Xavier Woods, and I'm not gonna say that.
Well, even then, I'm not even sure if Virgil knows he said it. He might have been drunk off his ass.
All right,
Possibly.
guys.
I
Well, we
mean-
should wrap up the podcast because it's at an hour and 7 minutes.
Yeah.
But and I will say, I mean, Virgil isn't the first to say that. I think that just comes from a certain place that
Right.
only African American wrestlers back then could understand. But still, Virgil's a cunt, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so we got to get to the main event scene. Seth Rollins and Sting,
No.
Cena.
No.
We don't.
Yeah.
You
No.
don't like it. You
No.
don't like it.
No.
I mean,
What else?
Sting's
Push
gonna
Owens.
Sting's gonna win, and Cena's gonna lose. That's my prediction.
LOL, Cena wins. Do we not recall that?
But the thing about it is,
I mean,
they
I thought
will
Seth
not
Rollins
have
was involved.
they will not have Seth Rollins lose 2 times in the same night. They're not going to have him win 2 times in the same night. They can't have Sting lose.
Well, they
because-
might. Who knows? I mean, they could push him as like a Daniel Bryan where he wins twice in one night.
but Seth Rollins isn't a face, so I don't see. I just
It
don't see
Seth
doesn't
them.
Rollins
matter.
isn't Daniel Bryan.
It's gonna be. It's either it does. Well, in Daniel Bryan's situation, it was Daniel Bryan overcoming obstacles and
Exactly.
showing that he is good enough. He is an A+ player and all that stuff. Whereas Seth Rollins, he can only win and lose. I mean, they can do whatever they want. But to me, the most logical thing would have him win one and lose one.
Yeah.
He would. It would be more logical
He
to have
should
him.
keep his WWE title, but
That's
I
what
think-
I'm
yeah.
thinking. But I don't think they're gonna have Sting lose 2 times. It's his second match. They're not gonna have him lose 2 matches in a row. He already lost at WrestleMania. He laid down for Triple H, which was stupid.
mm-hmm.
All just stupid.
Bad
Have
decision.
Sting lose 2 times in a row, not 2 times in a row. But then at the same time, I don't see them like not having Seth as the champion for some reason to Sting. But I don't see
Well,
them.
if that's the case, then it would set up Sting versus Taker for the title. That would make
Well,
the
then
stakes
there
even
is.
higher.
There is like a chance for interference and stuff. Maybe Undertaker will interfere, save Seth's ass, and
That would put
Dallas-
him over as the
that's
heel
the-
because he's been doing those
Taker?
dick kicks.
Yeah, well, Taker's
Yeah.
a heel right now, so they just
Well,
will
is he
continue
though?
for him
It's
to be a
kind of
heel.
questionable.
He was the heel for that match,
Mm.
pretty much for that Lesnar thing. I would think because they had Lesnar like pass out, sticking up his middle finger and all that shit,
That was badass.
as if he was like, and then Taker did the whole tap out thing to where they played it as Taker was such an in ring like technician or knew a lot about the ring or whatever that he knew if he tapped that the bell keeper would see it and ring the bell. That still makes no sense because the bell keeper isn't supposed to ring the bell, but anyways, unless the referee tells him to ring the bell. But that's still how the commentators booked it as Taker tapped and the bell keeper saw it, so the bell keeper rung the bell, and that's why Taker's such an in-ring genius. So
That's weird.
it's weird, but then that kind of pushes Taker as a heel because only a heel would do that type of thing if that was such a thing in the first place or at all. Only a heel would probably do something like that. So he's a heel right now. Maybe they'll have Taker run in, screw over Seth Rollins, and then Sting's the champion, or not Seth Rollins, screw over Sting, and then Seth is still the champion, but then give Cena the United States Championship. I don't know. I as far as Sting in the main event, I just don't care. I
Yep.
don't care. He's what is he, 50, 60?
How old is Sting?
He's 50. I think he's my mother's age. I think he's like 54. Let's look it up.
How old is
He's-
Sting? He's 56.
Oh, he's not my mother's age then.
He's 56.
Because we should want this guy to hold the title
And
for what?
Undertaker is 50.
Wow, really?
Undertaker
Sting's
looks
older than Taker?
Better than
Yeah, he's
Sting.
6 years older than
Wait,
Taker.
what?
Undertaker's
like
50. Triple H is 46.
Man, Triple H.
Steve Austin's 50.
Yeah.
Ric Flair's only 66.
He's
Ric
been
Flair.
66 for the past like 66 years. He's
I
like
know,
a billion
right?
Years old.
I two best friends. Shout out to them. They talked about how Ric Flair wrestled in ancient Egypt, and he has his organs in jars, and he wrestled
Yeah.
mummies.
I believe it. Well, shout out to the dog in the background.
Yeah, hold on. I can fix that.
We should wrap this up. So, do you guys have
Yeah, I've got-
anything that you want to say before we end it?
Um,
Any promotions?
go follow us all on Wrestling Amino.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
got a
definitely do
SoundCloud.
that.
I
Go
got a
follow us
SoundCloud.
all. We gotta get them followers.
I got a
Me
SoundCloud if you like
Yeah, he makes the music.
amateur electronic music, L2J. Just look it up on SoundCloud.
And shout out to Scump and
Joker and the rest of the
L2Js.
CWO.
Yes, all of them. Especially Sheila because she's retiring. Not from CWO, but from Leagues on Amino. So shout out to her. If we could get her on the podcast, that'd be great.
That would be good.
That'd be amazing. I'd love to talk to her and get an input because she's pretty much like the first lady of Amino. Besides Solis, whatever.
I don't know who that is.
Sounds awesome.
Okay, so that was successful.
All right. Did we end it?
Let's get ready to now. So.
All right. So everyone say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
I love you.
Ew.